Hello my sweets, welcome back to Beauty Meets DIY. Thank you so much for watching. This is Helen. I hope that you are doing well and that the new year is treating you good and that you're in good spirits. So for today's DIY, yet again, we're going to use the same size canvas that I've been using for my previous recent DIYs, and that's an 18 by 24, and I usually get these at Ross for a good price, or you can get them at any other craft stores, and just make sure you use a coupon. So today I'm going to spray paint my canvas. I'm not with some silver, gold, and a little bit of this champagne pink. And they're all by the brand Rust-Oleum, which I really like a lot. I'm not going to give it a solid spray paint. I'm just kind of spritz them here and there until I get it the way that I like. And I'm going to do a little bit more off camera, but this is pretty much it. Now what I'm doing is I'm grabbing some Mod Podge in a bowl, and I'm going to be mixing my glitter. I'm taking a little bit of gold, kind of just pretty much equal parts of the silver, and I'm also going to be using this iridescent one, which I kind of regret using because it wants to pick up green. Nonetheless, it turned out okay, but if I had to do it all again, I would get the plain white one. So I'm giving it a really good coat of this. I'm making sure I'm covering all of my canvas. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to come back a little bit off camera, and then I'm actually going to sprinkle some of the glitter on top. While that is drying, I went ahead and I googled image a Chanel CC logo, and I printed it out on copy paper, which I believe it's an 8.5 by 11. So I will link this down below for you guys if you are interested. But again, you can use any logo. You don't have to use a logo. You can use the word Chanel. You can use your name. You can use Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Michael Kors, whatever it is that you want. You don't really have to do this. Again, this is my inspiration because if you don't know by now, I do like Chanel. So now I'm using this glitter foam sheet that come in different colors. It's a 9 by 12. I got it at Walmart, but you can definitely find them in different colors at the craft stores as well. You're going to go ahead and trace your logo pretty well on this, and then you're going to cut it out. I do like these foam sheets. They're pretty easy to work with, and like I said, they come in different colors. So now we're going to use these Dollar Tree self-adhesive diamond strips, rhinestones, or whatever you want to call them. They're hard to find at the Dollar Tree, but again, no worries. I do have my Amazon store link down below. There you can find this and many other items that I use for my DIYs. So these are self-adhesive, but I do recommend that you glue them down with hot glue because they tend to want to come off. So yeah, go ahead and glue them down even though they're self-adhesive. I'm basically outlining my C, and you can leave it at that, but I'm going to kick it up a notch like they say, and I'm going to use these square, about 1 inch rhinestones, and I will link these down below. I do get a lot of questions about these. They're really pretty. So I'm going to start off in the middle. That's just going to set the tone as to how I go about on the sides and how I'm going to space it out and how many I can fit. So I do recommend that you lay them down first before you glue them down permanently, because once you glue them down, it's going to be really hard to remove. So it looks like on either side and in every part, it looks like I can fit 4. Guys, if you're enjoying this video so far, please give me those thumbs up. As I always say, there's no better way to let me know that you're enjoying my videos, that you want more videos from me, than those thumbs up. Once I see all those thumbs up, it just lets me know that you want more content from me, and it just keeps me going, you guys. So I do appreciate those thumbs up. For you, those that are subscribed, I appreciate every single one of you, honestly, and all the support that you always give me. And for those that are not subscribed, please do so. This way you won't miss a video. So I'm going to be using these cutouts candelabras from the Dollar Tree. They're so pretty. They come in 2 designs. I'm using this one, and they also come in black, gold, and pink, I believe. I'm going to be using the black one. So these can be found at the party section of Dollar Tree, where they have the gift bags, packaged balloons, little piñata, little items, and things like that. So they come in two parts, and then they have that little circle thing. I think that's what keeps it all together. And as you can see, they're glittered on both sides, and this is kind of how you connect them and bring them together. I think this is really pretty on its own, and this is kind of the idea of how I wanted to lay on my canvas, but you will see more of that as we go along. So here I'm just kind of letting you know that you want to leave some space in the bottom and in between there. And you'll see why, because I am going to be hanging some strands suspended from my chandelier, and we want to make it seem like the chandelier is suspended from the CC, so you want to space it out accordingly. So once I decided where I wanted my CC to be, I'm going to go ahead and glue it down permanently. You want to make sure that it's even on either side, top to bottom, that sort of thing. Okay, so like I said, it has two parts. I'm going to go ahead with the little, it has a little hoop there to suspend it. That's the one that I'm going to glue down flat on my canvas. So as you can see, I'm spacing it out one last time, kind of deciding where I want it to be, and now I'm just going to glue it down. Alright, so now we have the second part to this, and I'm going to cut off this part right here. Later on, coming up in the video, you will see that I will cut even more because I really didn't need it. So here, very carefully, you want to bend this part. You can score very carefully with your scissors or something else, making a crease so that this way kind of sits this way. And this is what I was talking about when I said I really wasn't going to use this part, so I decided just to cut off this excess. And you want to bend it in a way that it kind of looks like a butterfly shape. And coming right up, I'm going to show you what I'm going to use to help it prop it up in this way. So you know that little circle that came with it, it has these little 4 divisions. I'm going to just use 2 of them. And so I'm going to cut it to size. I should have cut more, but I cut it this way. And then you're going to bend it. And then that's what you're going to insert on the sides to help prop it up. You can do this however which way you want. This is what I decided to do. I figure I use that little, put that little circle to use. So I found that I have these little gems that I found at Joann's, and I will try to link something similar down below, but again, you can find these at Joann's. So I thought that they fit perfectly there with the little candelabra bulb, the bottom piece, and so I figure I use those. And in this candelabra, you have a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of them. Now these I decided to put on top because they kind of mimic the shape of the little bulb right there, and so I thought it was perfect. You can find these at Michael's. They come in a little tub with a mix of different shapes, rhinestone gems. So I thought this was perfect, and I decided to apply these. These larger gems you can also find at Michael's or even Hobby Lobby. They come in a little tub like I just mentioned. They usually come with a variety of shapes and sizes, and so this is what I decided to use for the middle here. But again, you guys, you can embellish your candelabra however which way you want. You can use pearls. That will look really pretty. It goes along with the theme of the Chanel if that's the theme that you decide to go with. There's just so much that you can do. Now I'm grabbing the little small round ones, and just everywhere the candelabra has like those little curls or those little round things, I'm just adding more round gems. You can put as many or as little as you want. So now I have this little strand of acrylic gems. I will link this down below. As we know, candelabras have, a lot of the times they have these little things suspended from them. So go ahead and cut them to size and place them however which way that you want, and as many as you like. I did place them this way, but then later on I kind of rearranged them a little bit off camera. I'm basically just gluing them on, or you can take a little hook and create a little hole and hang them that way. So now I have these little little thingies, however you call them. Sometimes the candelabra also have these hanging, and I have like this little punch holder that creates little holes rather than your usual punch holder. And I remember I had that, so I created the little holes, and then with a little hook, that's how I'm hanging these, and I just hung a total of 4. So now coming right up, I'm using the shadow. I turned it around because I want to add some lights to this. So I'm kind of just putting some marks as to where I want to glue my little bulbs. I did happen to have this in my stash. Not the best light, string light. It's from Dollar Tree, but it's all I had on hand. I have to order some more, but I did do my markings, and at first I started cutting a little hole with the X-Acto knife because I thought I was going to poke the lights through, but then I decided not to. So this step is optional for you guys. So every so often you kind of flip it around, go back and forth, just to see that you are positioning your bulb so as that it's reflecting on the other side where you want it to be. So when you glue on your battery, make sure that you have access to replacing your batteries when you need to. And as you can see, I did the same process on top for my CC. And that's about it, you guys. And coming right up, I'm just going to show you what the end result is. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know if this is something that you would recreate, what color, what theme, and how would you do it. I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. My husband really loved the paint and glitter effect that I gave it. It was just pretty random. I just went outside and started spraying, spritzing here and there. I really didn't know what I was doing, but that's what it's all about, you guys. It's just taking chances and experimenting, and in the end you'll be surprised at how good things turn out. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. This can go anywhere, in a living room, a beauty room, along either side of your bed. I have seen similar ones online, and they're really expensive, and so you can easily create this, I'm not kidding, for less than $10. The canvas is about $3 or $4 if you get it at a good price. The candelabra is $1 at the Dollar Tree. The foam sheets are just pennies, and if you have some gems or even jewelry pieces around your house, you can create this. Some string lights, and it's just gorgeous, and nobody would even know. And I think it's even prettier than the ones I've seen online, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.